Welcome along to the F1 Clash, the Duelists GP final round. We're going to bring you all 8 races of this final round here on the free-to-play account. I think this is our 55th episode already into the season so far, bringing you all the tips, advice and information on how a zero-spend account goes through a year of F1 Clash. And good news to report, if you watched our opening round yesterday, we only dropped a couple of points and we still have a shot of P1 here on the free-to-play. So let's go and take a look. Let's go and find out what our group looks like for the Duelists GP. And here we go. We currently lie in P20. We have got one person ahead of us, but they haven't scored perfect. They also dropped a point yesterday. We dropped the 2, so we're very much up for grabs. I would love to go max scoring today. We're going to use a few of the good boosts up until if we do drop a point, then we'll start saving some boosts. But the chances is the hope, the dream, that we can potentially get a P1. We've got a player who's submitted a 403 so far, but we're going to give it our absolute everything. Can we get the P1? Who knows? We're about to find out though. It is going to race number 1. The Duelist GP is in action. Let me know down below. Did you get through to final round? And what is your expectation for finish today? Let me know. But race 1 on our free-to-play account comes from the circuit of Japan. It is wet. And we've got our Jack Doohan and Fernando Alonso combo for defending stats. And we have got a 150 cornering setup on the car. So that is our go-to. And now we're going to see if we can get the job done. And our first matchup has arrived. Here we go then. The final round is well and truly underway. Japan and Suzuka. Now this searched for quite a long time, so I'm actually hoping that this is a bot in the wet conditions. That would be very nice indeed to kickstart this GP event. We are out qualified. Andretti for the rival. Jack Doohan 6th. Alonso in 7th. So Alonso's going to get a good race start, defending and cornering. Gym boost is going to be the play, and I'm going to use a Prince on the basis that Jack Doohan often gets a terrible start. Okay, it is potentially a bot. It looks like they are using what looks to be no boosts. Let's blast off and hope for the best. P6, P7 start, and the rivals Andretti not getting away too smartly, and we are. Now, Jack Doohan with that Prince boost into P1. Fernando Alonso round the outside. He's got George Russell to come, and he does now get through before the bridge, and now he is into P1 and P2. So a really good start here for the free-to-play account. That is exactly what we needed. Come on. Now we've got to bring this home. That is the absolute key to this event. We've got to bring home the scores, bring home the points, and make sure that we don't do anything stupid. We need to make sure we secure the 47 plus 4s. So Jack Doohan across the line for the first time. He is through in P1. Alonso is P2 with DRS now enabled. The rival has dropped back to P7 and P10. So there's a chance here that we can just keep on trucking along. Now, if you've watched us before, Jack Doohan is going to do an early pit stop because we don't want to double stack. So we're going to make sure that we get that pit stop done quite quickly. So Jack Doohan carries on round here in race 1. Now, if this is going to be a boring race, then I'm happy. Because ultimately, if it's what gets us P1, then that is the dream. Jack Doohan pits for wet tyres. Alonso will use DRS before he takes P1. And that means he gets a whole straight of some extra pace. So Alonso will pit this lap. Jack Doohan is going to come out in what is going to be P3. And it is. And there is P2, who will have to pit, of course, and 2 times. We are looking very solid. A very solid start to open up the final round. It's Verstappen. We've got to hunt down. But look how quick we are. We've done that with relatively ease. And this is looking good. And remember, wet conditions only.
Is there a leakage?
A leakage of what?
I have the seat full of water, like full of water.
Must be the water.
Let's add that to the words of wisdom.
Yeah, wet conditions. It only means one thing. Charles Leclerc with a seat full of water has to come into commentary. But we're about just over halfway. We're on lap 4. Rival has dropped away. The AI have dropped away. And our free-to-play challenge for P1 is well underway because it looks like we're going to get a P1, P2 start. We've got a couple of laps to go though still. Make it free. So anything could still change. But it's looking... Look at the gap we've got. It's Verstappen in P3. And we are absolutely clear. We're going to use one more boost with Prince for Jack Doohan. That will leave us with 5. Alonso will come through. Bit of DRS. And he's got the Jim boost on, which will be basically one more of that to use as well. Remember, you use a boost every time you start a race. Every time you pit, you use one of them boosts up. So, we should have that Prince boost remaining for Japan in the final race 8 if we need it. So, let's get Jack Doohan in for the final time. He's done absolutely fine. He's going to come into the pits. And now we're going to continue on with Fernando, who will come into the pits this lap. DRS been used down the straight. He's going to end up doing a 3-3-1. Just why not? You can do a 3-2-2. You can do a 3-3-1. You can do a 2-3-2, 2-2-3. Any of them is fine. But look how clear we are. We have got, I think, pretty sure Verstappen will pit. He will. It's the best start we could have asked for. Definitely. And we're just going to continue through. 1 lap to go. Alonso will pit for the final time. Might get a little bit of traffic into that pit lane as well. Nope, not quite. Alonso is in. Now Jack Doohan should take over this race. DRS down the straight. Racing ball broken down. He uses DRS. Now put Jack into P1. With Alonso right behind. And this is going to be job done. We've pulled clear. P3 now in the pits. It has been an easy race here in Challenger. Race 1. The start of the final round. Let's get Alonso through. There you go. And look at the gap we've got. We have pulled a 28-second gap to P3. Absolutely incredible work. Now we'll use DRS with Alonso because ultimately we're not going to be using it down the straight for full use. And that is going to be that. Switch to cinematic. Jack Doohan and Fernando Alonso cross the line. It is a perfect start to the final round. Exactly what we needed. We kind of knew that from about lap 1 that was going to be the case. But it doesn't matter because you only can face what you've got. Race 1 complete. It is 47 points. It is 47 plus 4 for the usage of Fernando Alonso. We will await the rival. We not far off, nearly got to the back of P11 with some incredible pace. We'll show you, as always, and compare the rival. What was the gap in the end? We pulled a 31-second gap to P3 as the rival comes home 6 and 10 but 47 points in the bag. Beautiful. Good matchup as well. If you were with us in opening round, we got some horrendous matchup. And it was 3 Andretti, low on defending. 3 Bearman, low on defending. And a balanced speed and cornering. So that is why we absolutely demolished that rival. An early real player. It only took 2 races to obtain and find a real player. We had 1 race 1, which was nice. And now it's absolute battle time as we find that first real player. It is going to be Silverstone, tyre management and speed. Probably going to look at doing a 1-stop with Bearman and probably a 2-stop with Fernando Alonso because of his tyres. Look at that. 1 and 3. Alonso only 11th. That is going to be absolutely painful. So let's see if our boost will come through. Tyre management and speed. That is what we're going to do. That will give us more pace. And we'll see if it does the job. It depends what the rival uses as well. Is this our points drop? Or are we going to come through and score some points? Well, it's going to be on what the rival picks, what their setup is as well. We see a lot of people race cornering. Could this be the key to our success? Or will they have the correct lineup? Here we go. And they've got Hex and Self-Control. So we have got the better boost. We are featuring both of the track stats. Alonso starts P1 for the rival. And they've got a little bit delayed. Alonso's got a good start because he's into 8th. That is a not bad start. Bearman has gone for hards. I'm hoping Alonso on the softs is going to be so much quicker than that Bearman with hards. And already, our Bearman all over the back and round of that car. Now, we are already into P2 and P4. We should find that these Eagle boosts are going to be fantastic. We should have pace here and a lot of it. But it does depend on what the rival's setup is as well. As we go through into P1, into P3 then. So we've completed the first lap. Rival has DRS enabled, but not a lot of power unit. And that is us into P2. So it's a really good start now for both of our cars. Against this real player, they haven't used DRS where I expected them to use it. And now we can continue to stretch clear. Rival is pushing. They've used DRS there. I don't really understand why you'd use it there. But we're going to carry on. Bearman is absolutely fine for a 4 medium, 4 medium. He's going to be fine. Alonso can just get the softs to what I need to do. That is good. And we've still pulling very nicely clear. Alonso will come into the pits this lap. He's going to keep using DRS. Remember, that rival with hard tyres could be a problem. So we've got to just keep grinding away. But we've got a big gap already. Like I said, that Eagle boost should give us some phenomenal pace in this race. Because we're matching both of the track stats. So Bearman's going to continue round. Alonso is going to come in for his first stop of the race. And remember, you cut out the whole last sort of few corners. Now we're coming back out. There is the rival coming into the pits. Where is the hard tyres? They're only third still. Great stuff. And now I'm going to save some power unit. I'm going to use DRS and not push the power unit. Because I want to gain some back for the final 2 laps. Bearman, absolutely clear. And it's looking very strong for us at the moment as well. So Bearman will come in. He's a little bit short on the tyres, but he's not going to be a problem because he's going to be so far clear. He's going to run out probably last few corners. Alonso comes through. You can see the rival there now pits for the hard. So the 4 hard, 4 hard. The other car is on the mediums. And we've still got Alonso flying with some DRS here. Now, has the rival gone for cornering setup like we potentially predicted? Or have we just got the better track stats for us? We'll find out shortly. But on lap 5, going on to lap 6, we are looking good. We're looking very good, to be fair. Final pit stop to come for Alonso. That will leave us on 20 Eagle boosts. And the gap is too big now. The gap is beautiful. We've done the strategy perfect. Let's push with DRS down the straight. And we are looking good. What's the gap that we've pulled now? 16.3 seconds. And the rival is going to have to pit with that car as well. The strategy was absolutely spot on. There you go. Look at the gap that we've got. It's insane. This rival has got a higher team score than us as well. I mean, they must be on the wrong setup. I'd be surprised if they're not. And there you go. Pit stops are complete for Silverstone. 100% power unit for Alonso as well. That shows the ease of this race. And we have pulled massively clear. Let's push them and finish the job. Because that gap at the minute is 20.5 seconds. All the way back to P3. As Alonso laps P24. Bearman has just lapped a few cars as well. We're going to get DRS down the best place to use it to. Here we go again. The final lap. The final DRS. And that gap still 21.5 seconds. Rival only P4, P6. Remember where they started. Front row for one of their cars, Alonso. And we said to Bearman, told you Bearman would run out at the end of the lap. 71 tyre management. You need about 75 for 4 medium, but he's got the job done. It's a winner for Ollie Bearman, and Fernando Alonso comes through in P2. Our first real player, higher team score. We have got the job done. Absolutely what we needed. Good luck to the rival. They come home in P4. And will they get P6? They won't. They'll stay. And then they must have some cornering, or just they've prioritised qualifying. One of the two on that car setup. Let's take a look. 47 points for us. 1,003 team score. And let's take a look. Drivers, the same drivers that we had. So we were absolutely matched on the drivers. And the car, there you go. 106 over 140. Rival went for qualifying, and that means they drop back in the race. Qualifying is great, but you sacrifice pace. That is 2 out of 2. We are 102 points. Well, we're up and running. It's race 3. We're up and running with another real player. Off to Austria we go. Our second real player in a row. We've overcome 1. Is this going to be a step too far, or can we get the job done? Let's find out. Again, let's pray for some setup. If we're heavily out-qualified, we probably know they've gone for cornering. I think they're on cornering. Behrman doesn't have great defence. That's a bonus. I think they're on cornering. That is my guess. Jack Doohan can just about do 3 laps. I'm going to use a voice on him. And I'm going to use Alonso, defence and speed. Probably going to use a tulip boost then on Alonso. Okay, this is all on the rival setup. Have they gone the right way? Have they gone the wrong way? Have we gone the right way? Let's find out. It's time to shine in Austria. Rival boosts. Gladiator, good for race start. He's gone for Behrman on the hards. Now, low defence rival driver Behrman. So on the hard tyres, I predict they are going to be pretty slow. And we're away. They are into P1, P2. We are not going to panic early on, though. We're around the outside or trying to get a few positions. We're up to P4. Let's see. The rival's gone hards on both, I think, has he? He has. But I think a 2-stop is pretty quick around here. And we're already on the back of the rival. We told you that that Behrman has got low defence. We are ahead already. He uses DRS there. I'm fine by that, because that is a misuse of DRS. Now we use DRS down the most perfect place to use it. And that sees us back into P1, P3. Here we go. The race is on. Jack Doohan is going to potentially try and do 4 laps. I need to cut down a little bit. It's going to be actually pretty tough to do 4 laps on Jack. But Rival is all out now trying to use that DRS. I'm going to try and get Jack to force offs. It's going to be tough. I should be able to keep behind him, though. Yeah, I'm going to run out quite a bit, actually. This isn't good. I've kind of mismanaged that a little bit. I thought I could do 4, but maybe I can't. I'm going to just try and stick behind and go on to conserve. Alonso comes in for another set of soft tyres. We're just going to sit behind. Where are we with the rival? Okay, we're not far away. There is the other Behrman. We told you he'd be slow because of that defensive stat. Where did Jack Doohan get to? It's not great. He's going to run out. Rival's going for the... I'm sure the rival's going for the 5 hard, 5 hard. But I'm hoping the voice boost is going to carry us through. Because it's not very strong, is the hards. Let's see if we can continue through, though. We can conserve later on. They're going to pit now. Tell you what, they're only just going to get 5 hard, 5 hard. This is encouraging. This is encouraging. And you can see there, Rival surely goes to hards. They do. So a bit of a mix of strategy here then. What is going to be the key? We're going to go to mediums on Alonso. And that will be his final stop of the race. Jack Doohan can go another lap though. You can see the gap behind. As Alonso pits for the final time. Where will he come out though? I'm going to use DRS on Jack here because he's about to take P1. The race is on. Alonso gets ahead of the rival. Now I'm going to sit on conserve and try and take some power unit. The problem is probably going to be Jack Doohan, because he doesn't have a lot of power unit. And he's still got a pit. Here he comes. And there's a breakdown into the pits. No, don't hold us up. Don't. Yes, thank you. Okay, so Alonso P1. Here comes the rival. Moves ahead. Now, interesting. Bit of a late DRS usage for the rival. They must have cornering because of the qualifying. Got to. I think that's what we're learning in Challenger. If a rival starts way ahead of you, they've probably gone for cornering on their car. Because the cornering parts have qualifying on them. And we've pulled clear. We have absolutely pulled clear. Rival went for the 1-stop. We went for the 2-stop. We tell you in the strategy guide, 2-stop is best. And that is exactly what's happening now. We have managed to hold off and accelerate past. Race number 3 is looking good. We just got to bring it home. Last lap. Second real player. And yeah, we're clear. We should have it in the bag. Believe in your strategy. That's what you got to do. As we come through another real player. It's almost a photo finish with the Red Bull in the background. It's P1, P2. It's 47 plus 4. The rival's going to come home in P3 and P4. And assuming they're going to have the 140-ish cornering, they're going to have the 118, 119 qualifying, and they're only going to have around 104, 105 speed. That is my prediction as to their setup. Let's find out. 1005 drivers. Behrman doesn't have defense. We had that combination for Silverstone. We changed it for Austria. The car, it was even worse. It was more qualifying, loads more cornering, low speed. I don't understand why people are still running it, but it's benefiting me. The free-to-play continues. 3 out of 3. Race 4. It's 3 in a row. It's a real player again, just slower or lower even team score this time around. Tyre management and cornering, we're a little bit more restricted with the boosts that we can use. Going to be mostly using downforce for this one. If the rival's got a better boost than us, we could be in trouble here. But we see a lot of people using cornering. This is a cornering track. And we've got a good qualifying for Fernando. Well, looks like we might have a level ahead of the rival on that car. So we're going to go for downforce, tyre management and cornering. We're going to go for the same on Mr. Behrman. We're going to go for 4 mediums on Behrman. We're going to start Alonso on the softs. This is the best boost we've pretty much got, which features both of the track stats. And let's hope that they don't have Frost, Sar, Nazar. Let's hope. And they are using Prince, which is good for race start. They might get a really good race start. It's good for cornering, but it doesn't have the tyre management effect on it as well. But we get away really strongly here on race number 4. Our third real player in a row. Prince boost for the rival. The race is on. Alonso first. Behrman currently seconds. Let's see how much that 20 additional cornering is going to help the rival. But they don't have extra tyres. That is what we have took. So as we come down the straight, for the first time, let's use a bit of DRS. Bit of extra pace for our drivers. There you go. We've pulled a gap. And we need to keep that gap. What we can guarantee is that Challenger GP is fun racing. We absolutely have fun racing this account. You can see Behrman's tyre management very strong compared to Alonso's. And now we go down the straight again. We'll have Alonso into the pits this time around. Rival just used a bit of DRS. They are going to come behind us, but Behrman's got soft tyres to use from now on in. And I think you might just find that their Prince boost is just giving them that little bit of cornering advantage. Alonso will come in though. Remember, Alonso's got low tyre management, so that could be a problem. And now we're going to use DRS. So down the straight we go. Going to have to play this. Rival's gone to mediums for the middle stint. Okay, rival goes to mediums, middle stint. And he might come out in the pack. Get through. Yes, come on. Now, I feel like if I can conserve on these softs and gain some power unit back, I could be good to just be very, very careful on that medium stint later on. If I've got power unit for the mediums, I might be able to defend, because a full lap of attack is going to be brilliant. As we come down the straight then, I can save it a little bit. Bearman's coming back out. Can we hold the rival up with Bearman, maybe? We've still got a gap at the moment. Still do need to get some of that power unit back. But it's okay. The rival is going to be so quick at the end. We know that for sure. As we get Bearman through. We should be able to get P1 in this race. It's whether or not we can keep that Bearman behind Alonso. I'm going to use DRS through the middle bit here. I think Rivals now potentially was pushing a little bit. Okay, hanging in. Oh, look at the blue flag. Where's the blue flags, everybody? Where is the blue flags? Oh no, this is not good. Rivals got good power unit. This is not good. Now we're going to just try and push. We've got through okay. It's in the it is so in the balance, this race. Where is the rival? There they are. Just come. They've got full power unit though. That's the problem. We've absolutely used ours the maximum we can. I don't think we're going to hold on to this. I really don't. I'm going to use this Bearman DRS because Bearman is so much quicker. Rival now has got a full power unit. That is a lap of push. When does he use it though? Can we get some power unit back? I mean, he's there. We've got a chance. If we can gain some power unit ourselves. We might just be able to hold off. Lap 9. I'm doing everything I can to save some power unit. Are they pushing? I don't think they are just yet. We're going to get DRS down the straight as well. They're still not pushing. I think they're waiting for lap 10 to use their power unit. But luckily, we've got 50% left on the power unit so far. They don't have DRS as well. Now, we're going to send. We should get the DRS advantage. Rival doesn't have it. Oh, God. Here comes some blooming back markers as well. Now the rival is pushing to get through. No, no, no. What is going on? We are getting hammered by back markers. The rival is absolutely pushing. He's going to use DRS as well. The back markers are giving us a panic. I think we're going to hold on though. We lost so much time, but we're going to get through. Oh, panic over. That looked horrible. We absolutely lost 3, 4, 5 seconds with the hold up. And Alonso does manage to beat off the rival. Our downforce boost worked a treat. That rival had good cornering, but we had some extra speed due to tyres. Come on. 4 out of 4. 3 real players taken down. That is exactly what we needed. 996 versus a 981. You had level 7. I told you we had a level 8 versus level 7 because of our qualifying position. Bearman's were matched off and the car was absolutely equal. So as you can imagine, we only took 5 cornering from downforce, which was 155. The rival took a Prince boost, which is 20 cornering, so they had 170. So there was a big difference, but we also had the 10 extra tyres from downforce, I think it was. So that is a job done. 4 races in, halfway through, it is a maximum 204 so far. Here we go though, a great picture. I absolutely love that. That is a great picture. Here we go. Zandvoort for race number 5. This could be a bot. It took a while to find an opponent, so let's see. That might be to our benefit. We'll find out, though. We are going to do and look at a 4 medium for Mr. Jack Doohan, with Alonso going for probably a 2-stop. So onto there we go with a downforce. That's going to give us the 4 medium. Alonso going to stick a gym boost and go for the 2-stop. Here we go. Race 5. Can we carry on? Is it a real player? Doesn't look like it. Softs and hards would be a weird choice. And we are in a great starting position. Jack Doohan, we know, can get some bad starts, but he's starting to go backwards. I thought we were going to get away with it then, and I think we have, but he's P5. So I think yesterday in the opening round live, we started and went further back than that. I think we were about 11th or 12th. So we're back up to P4. Jack Doohan, if he can get through, would be beneficial. We're into P3 already. So Alonso down the straight, going for the 2-stop with Fernando. He's absolutely flying. Jack Doohan will go for the 1-stop. And we've got Mr. Lando Norris, I think it is, in P number 1. Sorry, P number 2. It's Piastri in P2. So a bit of a shock there. To be fair, Norris is in P4. He's not that far away. So we're going to just keep on the pace. Why not keep on the pace? We are all over the back now of Oscar Piastri. But again, we should be able to use DRS like so. And that will see us into P2. The hunt for Challenger P1. Well, it's well and truly on, isn't it? Well and truly on. So let's concentrate on Jack Doohan here, because he's got Piastri behind, who will pit. Our closest challenger is at P4 of Lando Norris, who's on hards. But at the minute, it's pretty sound. Alonso is in for P1. Now we'll pit for Jack on the 2-stop. Let's use DRS, because actually it's given me that for a bit longer. So use DRS there. Gain that power unit back down this sector and push coming out of it. I think this is looking very good. What do we got? Yeah, there we go. Look, wow, clear. Jack Doohan will come into the pits then for his first and only stop. Alonso will use DRS before he loses that back. And we're now back into P1. So lap 5. The first for Alonso. Jack Doohan coming out clear now and into P3. Rival is in the pits as well. So this is looking easy. We're actually in P3, not P2. That is because Mr. Lando Norris is going for 5 laps on the hard tyres. You cheeky boy. And I'm going to pit this lap. Why am I pitting this lap on Fernando? Just in case a safety car suddenly triggered. So that's why I've pitted early. We know he can do 3 laps. And now he can cruise. Jack Doohan will come across. He'll return to P2. Should have Fernando Alonso here kick back into P1. And there you go. So still a chance for a safety car in this race. That's why we're going to just conserve power unit now for this lap. P3 is clear and will pit. Because remember, I could have a lap 7 safety car and a final lap 8 push sprint lap. That is why we're going to just keep on the conserve. And there will be no safety car in Zandvoort. So lap 7 out of 8. You can see the speed on Alonso. He's got better defence than Jack as well, and on soft tyres. This is perfect. Exactly what we needed. We've got 1 lap to go. Rival in P17. And we're not really pushing either too much. We've still got 50% power unit. So let's just push for the final time. Final DRS of race number 5. And we are coming home in another score of what is going to be 51 points. It is going to be 5 out of 5. But we got to this stage last time tomorrow. We still had that points drop in, I think it was Austin we had it in. So, you never know. It's all about matchmaking. P1 Alonso, though, job done. It's a win for Fernando. It's a P2 for Jack Doohan. 5 of the best. 51 points. The hunt for Challenger P1 comes down to this final 3 races. We've got Austin to come. We've got Canada, I think, to come. And we've got to return to Japan. I'm pretty sure they are the 3 circuits we have got. Rival was nearly lapped. You can see there, look, Antonelli, P12. Will we lap him before we cross the line? We won't, because they use DRS. Come on, 51 again. Let's go. Let's go indeed. It is 47. Well, it's a great picture. I love it. 956 versus 879. You had a level 3 and a level 5 that time. And also, there you go, less cornering. That was a harsh matchup for the rival. It was their bot, but it was still a lot more. It's nice to have that matchup in my favour, because a lot of the real players have been higher than us. So that is job done. It is 5 out of 5. Here we go. A real player. It didn't last long for our break of real players. Now, this rival is lower. They could still hold a legendary driver, which are usually better than the drivers in the Challenger GP. So that could be an issue. But also, remember, Fernando Alonso has got low tyre management. So if he rocks like a Bearman or a Stroll, we could still be in trouble. But you never know. It's all on setup as well. It's a very good qualifying for us. Look at that. P2 and P3. I'm quite surprised it's that good. But downforce, tyre management and cornering for both drivers. It is soft and then mediums. Can we do this? It's going to be, got to focus up. We have got to focus up. This is not easy. Could still happen. Stroll, Alonso, self-control boost by the look of it for both cars. Now, we get a good and a perfect. And if Alonso can sneak into P2, which he can, that is a perfect start. We need the rival to get held up a little bit so that we can pull a gap, just in case they are actually pretty decent. We are not going to take any chances. We've got to focus, conserve, attack exactly where we need to. So we go down the straight for the first time. We are 1-2. Rival is 7th or 6th now. And into 5th. So they're coming through. Stroll's got good tyre management as well, by the way. So we're just going to keep on pushing along. They're into 5th. We're going to just keep trying to push away. There they are, now into 4th. They're coming through. Thankfully, it's Fernando, but it's Stroll coming through, actually. It is the faster paced car. Oh, this is interesting then. Has he already used DRS? Maybe he hasn't. This could be very interesting. Safety car. 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 laps. Medium. Medium. That's not good. That is not good. We had a nice gap. I should be able to do 4 mediums. Or have I done that wrong? Does the rival pit? He does. What if he goes softs? This is game over. Hards. Oh my god. What's going to be the benefit? Surely it's only going to be 3 laps though. Surely these mediums are going to last. Because they were not far off lasting without the safety car. Well, we've either made a great decision, chat, if you're watching, or we've cost ourselves a win. It's going to be one or the other. I don't quite know which one it's going to be. And Stroll's going to be a lot quicker than Fernando. Ah, should I have gone hards? I think I should be okay. He's going to be slower on the hards than I am on the mediums. He's also got better power unit than me. Oh, this is the worst time for a safety car. We were pushing Alonso, trying to pull him clear. We go racing again, and I am not liking this. I feel like our P1 has had its first big challenge, And now we're going to be under pressure. I'm going to push Bearman away. I'm going to try and keep... I've got to play this DRS clever with Fernando. Got to. I'm going to have... I mean, I'm not even going to have DRS. Rival's not going to have DRS as well. What I've got to do is kind of save this for the final lap. And just keep trying to tap up the power unit. We should be good to get 4 laps, I believe. I need the rival to use their DRS earlier than me. And then I absolutely fly back through on the final lap. That's what's got to happen. That is what's got to happen. Here he is. He's using DRS down the straight. Right, that's interesting. Because that means he might use that there next lap. If we just save our tyres, I'm going to use the DRS down the straight. Without here. This could be a plan. Right, so watch this. Use DRS now. Try and get back through. Like so. Hopefully he uses DRS down the straight. We are okay for tyres, I believe. Now, the question is... if he uses DRS here now... Ah, he hasn't. He hasn't. Okay, I'm going to push. I'm going to absolutely push this. I am going to go, go, go. Did we go the right tyre choice? Did we not? We've got a little bit of a gap on the rival now. We've got DRS usage to come as well. We've got to use all that DRS we could. Rival is there. We've still got 10%. We should be okay to get to the line. And I think we've come through with the right strategy. And we have. Bearman's going to win. Whew. Making us sweat. 6 out of 6. Alonso leads home the rival Stroll. The safety car tried to challenge us, but we managed to overcome with the perfect strategy. Good luck to that rival. Good race as well. Come on. 6 out of 6. For the free-to-play. For its first attempt ever at a Challenger P1. Well, first attempt. We've had plenty of attempts. But it's first P1 of the season. 2 races to go. There you go. 996 versus a 936. It was in our favour. But that rival was still pretty quick. There you can see a 2 medium 4 hard and a 2 soft 4 hard. Similar strategies to us. We had level 8 Alonso and a level 7 Stroll. So you can see their tyre management was a lot better on Lance Stroll compared to ours. So, yeah, that's why I was concerned about the speed of Stroll. That just shows you how fast driver stats are. And in the car, there you go. Even though that rival was higher, was lower team score, they were actually better at that track than us because they had better tyre management. Look at that. Alonso and Alonso match. Stroll is better than Bearman because of tyre management. And their car was stronger. So even though the team score is 60 difference, they are better than us. There you go. They use beat. That is why. So there you go. That is a great show to say you never trust a team score. Because if that rival got through like they did, they had a faster car. But for me, 6 out of 6. Race number 7. 2 races to go to be in with a chance. Canada, Montreal. This one searched for a while. This could be a bot. I really want this P1 for the fans. For you, the community, I really want this P1 Challenger GP. And let's see. It's going to be a good boost time. It's going to be softs all the way for Cuppa in this one. So I'm going to go race start, overtaking and cornering. I've got 50 of them. I just want to get you guys a P1 for watching this account. 2 stop, because it's pretty good round here as well. Okay, here we go. Medium and hards. That would indicate a bot use. And we should get a really good start here. Come on. Now, that rival will be going a 1-stop, the AI. But what I'm hoping for is the cornering speed of our car and the soft tyres and Cuppa is going to see us absolutely pull clear. No problem at all. We're probably going to do a 2-3-3 and a 3-3-2. Reason being, we don't want to double stack our drivers and cause us to lose some time. But as we go down through the hairpin for the first time, you can just see in the background the rival has just taken himself into P number 3. Now, he might do 3 mediums on that car. He might not. But we do have DRS. He is going to squeak up to the back of us. And I've just got to watch the tyres a little bit for Fernando, because he's not the best on tyres, as we know. I'm going to pit Behrman for softs this lap. We might be able to just hold up the rival when we come back out. So Alonso comes round then, but that rival uses DRS in the worst spot on this circuit. Behrman is in. I think Alonso is going to be fine here. Now, what I want to do is get Behrman out in front of the rival and conserve. That is the plan. Hold him up. Let Fernando get a clear gap. And also get Behrman some power unit, of course. Now, will the rival go for 4 mediums? We were tempted to do it with Alonso using the feral boost. Rival there is using DRS, as you can see. That's a bit of a weirder place. I could have used DRS on Behrman. Does he pit? He doesn't. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Behrman, we use DRS because he's going to be in P1. And now we're net second. Because we both have to pit, me and the rival. There's no guarantee they go to hard or mediums. They could go softs and force another pit stop. Let's see, they're about to run out of tyres. Should use DRS. I don't know why I'm not using it. There he is, rival just ran out of tyres. Need to use DRS better. For me. Rival goes to... Just can't see what tyres it is. Medium tyres. Okay, they are going to go to the end. Behrman's going to pit this time round. If I use DRS better, I'd probably make things easier for myself. Race 7. Let's push Behrman now. The reason I'm going to push him full, see if he triggers any sort of safety car. I'm going to get ready. I don't think we're going to get one. Now. So now I'm going to cut down Behrman. And look at that. Look where the rival is in P3. Feel like I need to push a little bit with Fernando here. We will have DRS in the final few laps. But the gap is not that big. Just save the power unit all the time. Get myself Fernando pit stop. Where is the rival? Coming through the final corners. Past the wall of champions. Alonso comes back out in front. Race 7. Lap 7. Perfect so far. The dream is very much alive. The Behrman coming through. We've lost a P1 before with a 3.75 score. Is today the day we get 3.76 and lose a P1 on a tie break? Whew. I just want the P1 celebration for the free-to-play series. It deserves it. It really does deserve it. There's now Behrman flying clear. Alonso, blue flags hold up again. As we go through the hairpin and come down the straight for the final time. Race 7 is complete. Behrman takes victory. Fernando Alonso coming through. It is P1. It is 7 51-point scores. We have one race to go. If you've made it this far, get your prediction in the chat. If you've made it this far, all I ask is comment down below. Do you think I'm going to go the full the full max score, the full 51 points in race 8 before you watch race 8? Let me know. Also, it makes me see who's watching to the end as well. 47 points. That is a 47 plus 4. 980 team score for the rival. There you go. All about the soft tyres today for us. Behrman and Kimi Antonelli for the rival. The car was just a little bit less than ours. So 1 to go. We're going to defending and cornering. It's Japan. It's the wet stuff. It is 7 races of 51. Nobody scored the 408 yesterday. Nobody scored it. If we score it today, there is a chance that we could P1. We've got one race to go. Now, the problem you will find is that race 1 and race 8, you can get people who are either on race 1 or race 8 because it's the same track and the same conditions. For example, I could race race 8 now and get somebody who's racing race 1. There is basically, it is 2 times more likely to get a real player. And we've got one race to go. Oh my god, I'm nervous. Let's get the setup. Defense and cornering. We know we need that. We know we need to get rid of Behrman. We know we need Jack Doohan. Now remember, I have a Prince boost to use. Potentially Jin on Alonso. Let's just check. Defense, and cornering. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm pretty sure I've got enough Prince. I'm going to use it. I want the win. I don't care. Race start, cornering, defending. I've got 5. I've got enough. I've got Jin, defense and cornering as well. Okay, it comes down to this. 150 cornering. Defense drivers. Race number 8. For the maximum score. Doohan, Alonso. 150 cornering. It's our best chance. Oh, okay. It's a real player, but it's a lower team score. Okay. Oh, this could be a legend, though. They could have a legend. They might be rocking the full cornering setup where I've got a bit of qualifying. Because they beat... I don't have beat on. Come on. Don't rock a legend. Please. Let me have the general better matchup. Doohan and Alonso, they've got lower levels. Okay, come on. So, Prince boost. I need a good start from Jack Doohan. Alonso, defense and cornering, Jin boost. It's now or never. Challenger P1, free-to-play attempts. Let's go. The rival uses ballast boost. Jack Doohan should get a good start. Alonso should get a good start. We do. Oh my god, Jack Doohan's put the brakes on. The rival has got away okay. They are P4. So this is... We wanted them to get held up a little bit. That is what we needed. And currently they are stuck in P4, trying to get past P3. We are going to absolutely use all of the power unit, build the gap. Rival still hasn't got past P3. They are still stuck behind, which is great news for us. We are going to just keep on pushing. We've got to keep on pushing this race. We're going to be aggressive. Is exactly what we're going to be doing. Has the rival. Rival now gets through, but they are quite far behind. Come on, Azza. Final race. Do it for the community. Do it for all the free-to-play lovers out there. We're still pushing. I am still doing everything I can. I'm going to pit Alonso so that I do not double stack and I give Jack Doohan DRS down the straight. That is the plan here. Get Fernando in for wet tyres. Like so. Use DRS for Jack Doohan. Get the extra speed down the straight. And that means that we will not double stack any cars. Rival does the same as well. Does just creep ahead. So I'm just going to chill. Gain some power unit now for Fernando, who is looking pretty quick on the Jin boost. We've had a fair few real players in this race, this GP. I want to get past now. Our rival's back out in traffic, P10. That is good. We are ahead of the rival. Back into P2. I hope the tiebreaker don't kill us again. Wet tyres again for Jack Doohan. Comes into the pits. Rival uses DRS. That's fine. That is absolutely fine for Alonso. We are going to use DRS. I'm not going to use power unit. I'm going to start to claw that back now. And there you go. P1, P2. Rival still P3, P4. Everybody pits on lap number 3 going into lap 4. Now it's time for race management. This is huge. for our free-to-play. And there they are. They are clear. We are clear. There's a break in play, you could call it. Now, what I might do is pit Alonso here. Or do I pit Alonso? I'm not going to. I'm going to just go again. Jack Doohan comes round. DRS again. Building up all the time. Now I'm going to push Fernando. Rival is still far behind. No power unit to push as well. I should really start conserving because they've still got a pit. And if there was a safety car, that would be dangerous. Because they've got no power unit too, to be fair. And we're just going to get up to some traffic. But Alonso is going to pit out of the traffic. There you go, coming through. Now, Jack Doohan will get a usage of DRS. Like so. He's going to get a bit of traffic. Where's Alonso? There they are, coming back through now. We're clear. We are clear. I'm going to just conserve now. Just gain some power unit. This is looking good, chat. This is looking good. Is it too early to celebrate? I think it is. Just trying to get through his Jack. Look at that, being held up. This is the problem with blue flags. But Jack Doohan is going to come into the pits. There you go. Wet tyres for a final lap. Rival is close. But we don't have to pit. They do. Down the straight we go. Alonso hits DRS. Now we're going to push with Jack Doohan as well. It is the final lap of the Duelists GP. 7 races of maximum scoring. Taking down real players. We have this final lap to go to complete the job and give us every chance of a P1 finish in the GP. Good luck to this rival. It's game, set and match for the free-to-play account. Thank you, mate. Thank you and good luck. Come on. Alonso gets us the maximum score. Come on. It is our very first perfect score on a Challenger or any Grand Prix event. Alonso first, Jack Doohan second, and that, oh yes, our zero spend account. He's done it. Oh my god, I'm beaming. Yes, we've got a perfect score. Oh, 956 versus 921. We had to use some good boosts, but that was always the plan, was to attempt to get a P1 for this account. 921. There you go. Level lower Alonso. The car only just lower as well. Oh, come on. And that lines us up. Job done. Now, here's the key. Let's work out what we've got in hand. It is a maximum score. Come on. Of 408 points for the free-to-play account. Now, altogether, we only dropped 2 points in opening round. So, anybody who's dropped 3 points and scores a perfect score cannot beat us. So, let's go and take a look to see if there's anyone in here that can beat us. This person started P1. They had dropped 1 point yesterday. So we need them to drop 1 point today. If they drop 1 point today, we potentially have P1. So they have dropped 1. The person in what started 3rd place yesterday dropped 1 point and dropped more than 1 point. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are a minimum of P2. A minimum of P2 because of tie-break ruling. So, that means that I believe, if my maths are correct, The only person that can beat us, because I'm pretty sure that these drop points. Yeah, they did. So the only person that can beat us is this player. We await their run. But if they drop 1 point, we have got P1 Challenger GP, the first P1 of the season for the free-to-play account. We can absolutely hope, we can absolutely dream. I hope you've enjoyed it. That was some fantastic racing. But we are currently top of the pile. We've done the best we can. 408 points. We only dropped 2 points through the whole GP. Is that good enough? Let's hope. The free-to-play account has the potential. It's a 50-50 shot at P1.